All right, Ben, two games coming at you. First, we had East Rugby as they take on the Langdon area Munich for a Region 2 matchup. The Panthers hoping to find their first win of the season, while the Cards trying to continue their undefeated campaign. The red and white on their second drive get inside to the one, and Connor Tetrault runs it up the gut and gets 6 standing up. Cards fans loving that score. On the 2-point try, they go reverse and even fool the camera person. Chase Peebles tiptoes into the end zone for 2. Cards up 8-0, and that definitely deserves a dab from the Cardinals mascot. But Langdon area isn't done yet. On their next possession, quarterback Jacob Delvo escapes the rush and sends a prayer to a waiting Anthony Economy, who takes it to the bank for 6. Courtesy to our anchor Joe for that one. And that will seal the deal for the Cards as they remain undefeated and as they win 24-20. Heading west to Towner, where the Titans take on the North Prairie Cougars. TGU hoping to ring their victory bell for the 4th time this season. And just before half, the Titans' Coulter Shell takes a snap and finds Lane Bachmere for the touchdown. And the 2-point conversion is good. Titans up 16-zip before the half. And the Little Titans are loving that. He's killing it with that dance moves. As for the Cougars, they come roaring back in the second half. On their first possession, QB Brody Cahill scrambles around, avoiding the sack and showing off his inner Aaron Rodgers, and throws a bomb to Austin Sukup, who takes it just inside the 10. And he goes laughing and cheering. Definitely deserves on that one, and rightfully so. 2 plays later, Cahill takes it himself and pushes past the line for 6. And that would uplift the Cougars for a comeback as they win a close one, 24-22. And that's all I have, Ben. Back to you. Welcome back to sports. DLB football is in full swing now, and they're looking to make some noise in the Region 3 Conference. The Lakers graduated 6 seniors last season, a majority of the offensive line. But Coach James Johnson says that the seniors will grow as leaders and grow as teammates. The Lakers' first game is 2 weeks from today against Stanley. And over to Surrey, the Mustangs are opening a new chapter this season with a brand new head coach. Mark Kennedy, a recent graduate and former football player from Minot State University, not only wants to improve the record books, but he also wants to make an impact in the players' lives. The Mustangs' first game is next Friday against Parshall. And over to the pros. Tonight, the Minnesota Vikings hit the field in Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. Kickoff is at 6:30 Central Time, and you can catch the game over on West Dakota Fox. Stephanie Rankin, one of my favorite pastimes is playing sports and, of course, eating. And when you combine these two things and make it a fundraiser, well, only great things can happen. Back to sports. Today was the start of the NFL preseason. And while the Minnesota Vikings don't play until tomorrow, Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles hosted the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to kick off their season. Wentz made his NFL debut tonight on the field, where he played a majority of the second half. He went 12 for 24 with 89 yards and 1 interception. But the Eagles are victorious with a final of 17-9.
Tomorrow, MSU's women's basketball team has their first exhibition game against Dickinson State. And while the Beavers are gearing up to start their season, they also are ready to make it one to remember. Stephanie Rank headed to practice to meet the team behind the team.
Gotta go, go, go! When you step across the line, that we're all going to work.
The Beavers are headed to their first battle of the season. But to these athletes, it's been a grind all off-season long.
A lot of people don't realize that we get up at 6 in the morning to come and do weights, and then we have workouts throughout the day, and then a 2-hour practice at night, and then go through all the classes throughout the day. So it's tough at times.
And to them, it's all worth it.
Your mind just kind of goes somewhere else, so your focus is taken off of the heavy load of school. It's like a good outlet, you know, being able to turn your mind to other things and schoolwork all the time.
There's times when they need to be serious.
If she kind of half takes my lane away, I'm going. Take on the contact and attack the basket.
Times when they can let loose.
This is your birthday song, it isn't very long, hey!
And times when they learn something they weren't expecting.
Basketball's a game of life. They have to work hard and be there for their teammates, and maybe things they don't really particularly enjoy doing, but they've got to, you know, go to work every day and do it to the best of their ability. So all these things that they're learning from being in athletics is something that I think will carry them through life. Oh yeah!
In addition to these lessons, they'll also make memories that will last a lifetime.
It isn't really about the basketball games, and I tell them all the time that I can honestly think that they'll look back on their career and they won't really remember the score of a game. They might remember big moments, but hopefully they remember their friendships, the camaraderie of the team, all the sweat and grind that they put in and all the time.
With a couple of lifelong friends along the way.
Like there's people that I hope to be in touch with for the rest of my life. Future bridesmaids, for sure.
Making this season already one to remember.
Beavers, 1, 2, 3, Beavers!
For NBC North Dakota Sports, I'm Stephanie Rank.
Tip-off at Dickinson State is tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. That's all we have in sports. We'll be right back.